Hi everyone. In this demo, I will show how you can automate and continuously deploy a simple Node.js application with the Red Hat Ansible automation platform. I have the target environment on the right, where my web application will run on. This target environment consists of UAT SIT and production virtual machines. In the middle, I have an approver who might be responsible for the deployment. And last but not least, on the left is my GitLab repository for the source code management. Here is how all these components work together in response to the webhook deployment triggered from GitLab. Ansible platform will first pull the latest playbooks and artifacts from GitLab, then execute the playbook to provision the required resource in the target UAT SIT environment. The playbook consists of tasks such as installing the HTTPD service, configuring SA Linux, opening firewall ports, and starting the Node.js process. After successfully provisioning the required infrastructure and resource, Ansible proceeds to deploy the Node.js application. Ansible will use a similar deployment method for production environment, and the only thing you might want to add is the approval that is needed before the deployment. After approval, Ansible will provision the required resource and subsequently deploy the application. Now, let us see the setup that we have for this demo. Here is the typical Ansible management console. From the left side menu, we go to resource templates, and you can see a continuous deployment pipeline called web app deployment workflow that I have configured for this demo. On the action menu, you can click on the visualizer icon for end-to-end traceability and real-time logging that track the entire deployment activity. Here is the flow from left to right as what I explained earlier. Now, let us access the target virtual machines and verify that no web application is currently running on both environments. Let us first log into UAT and try to run some curl command just to verify the web application. That is UAT. As you can see, both UAT, SIT, and production have no web application running. Now, let's go back to our Ansible visualizer and execute the workflow. You can see that workflow is started with pulling the latest artifact from the Git repository. Then it will provision the required resource and deploy the application in UAT environment. While deploying, you can mouse over the task to see the status and detailed output. That is our first task over here. That it is gathering the facts. Then I go ahead to install an Apache, configure as a Linux, configure a firewall, and also it also ensures that Apache service is enabled and running. it has been completed, and we can always go back to the workflow here and then monitor the next step that is being executed. This one has been completed and it is successful. And now you get paused for an approval. You can click on this approval task and click approve to proceed further. This is merely for the production environment deployment. Yep, that has been completed as well. Let's go back to the flow. And now the application is being deployed in our production virtual machines. Yep, that has been completed as well. Now the workflow execution is completed. We can verify that the Node.js application is running in both environment. Again, we go back to the terminal and log in UAT. Try to again run the curl command. Yep, as you can see that the Node.js application has been successfully deployed in both UAT SIT and production environment. As you have seen, Ansible is able to do an automated and continuous deployment of an application in a CI/CD pipeline. Ultimately, this all comes together to help you improve how you deliver the application. Okay, that brings us to the end of the demo. Thank you for watching.